Hello everyone, welcome to this helpful sayings video number 4. This will probably be the last of the helpful saying videos for the time being at least. I might come up with some more later on, but this will be the last 4 probably. So number 4 then of helpful sayings. It's not who's in the right, it's who's wearing the bandages. You might have heard me say this on some previous videos. It's not who's in the right, it's who's wearing the bandages. If you're in a situation at a junction and you're being threatened by the car opposite and you know that you have the right of way by law, just be cautious. Don't feel you've got to take your rights. Be prepared to give way. Always be prepared to give way. A simple summary of it's not in the right, it's who's wearing the bandages would be avoid conflict. Always avoid conflict. Don't insist on your own way, even if the law's with you. Because it's not who's in the right, it's who's wearing the bandages. I mean, why end up in hospital for the sake of having your own right of way? Another one that you might have heard from your instructor, tyres and tarmac. It's very important if you're queuing in traffic. Let's say you're waiting at traffic lights at a red light, let's say, or it's rush hour and there's a lot of traffic and you're in a queue. You want to be sure, always be sure that you can see the tyres on the back of the car in front and a bit of the road behind him. In other words, tyres and tarmac. Some refer to this as rubber and road. Why is that important? A number of reasons. One of the main reasons is the guy in front might break down. If you're in a queue of traffic and you're too close to that guy and he breaks down and the guy behind you is too close, you're stuck. There's nothing you can do. If you leave that tyres and tarmac space and he breaks down, you've got room to get round him. If you were stopped on a hill and he rolled back, you're too close. I mean, you'd have time to sound your horn if you'd got that space there. And also, very importantly, is if you get too close to the guy in front and the guy behind you shunts you and bangs you into that car, the damage at the back is his fault, but the damage at the front is yours. So if you go into the car in front of you, that comes out of your insurance. If a man runs into the back of you, that comes out of his insurance. So simply by leaving the space, tyres and tarmac, rubber and road, if you get shunted, you're far less likely to hit the guy in front, and therefore it's not going to come out of your insurance. A great one for approaching green lights. Some of you might have some trouble with this, but a great one for approaching green lights is to say, if they change, can I stop? If they change, can I stop? And this will help you regulate your speed a little bit as you're coming up to a green light. Majority of drivers, I think it's fair to say, seeing a green light will accelerate. If there's nobody in front, that is, they will accelerate because they'll get through that green light. I normally decelerate just a little bit, 2 or 3 miles an hour. So if I'm on a 30, I'm doing about 27. It gives me time to react if they change. If they change, can I stop? If I'm on a 40, I might drop my speed just by coming off the gas, not necessarily braking, but just coming off the gas a little to about 35, saying to myself, if they change, can I stop? There comes what we call a point of no return, when you're so close to the lights that to brake would be dangerous, so then you would pick up a bit of speed. But if they change on a green light, if they change, can I stop? You'll find that really helps you on your approach. I know someone who never seems to slow down enough at pedestrian crossings and lights, and frequently has to jab the brakes hard because she hasn't made allowances for those lights possibly changing. If they change, can I stop? And lastly, position for vision. Position for vision. If you watched, perchance, you've watched my, perchance, there's a good old word. If you watch my video on dealing with buses, you'll note on there that I advise keeping it slightly towards the centre road so you can see past the bus. You're positioning for vision. And very often where you place the car, even if it's only 6 inches one way or the other, can make a big difference to what you see and what you need to see up the road ahead. A good illustration of this would be that advanced drivers are recommended in the country. If they're coming to a right-hand bend, they're advised to keep over on the left as much as possible towards the left, which improves the vision around that right-hand bend. If you're taking a left-hand bend, you move out towards the centre, so you're improving your vision into the left-hand bend. And this is common practice. I do it all the time in the country. This is advanced driving. Position for vision. Just a few inches in the position of your car can make a difference of several meters view of the road ahead. In fact, it could make a distance of a difference of 100 metres or more, depending on the circumstances. So quickly to recap then, and this is the last of them now today, it's not who's in the right, it's who's wearing the bandages, and that would be same as saying avoid conflict. Always avoid conflict. Never mind who's right, avoid the conflict. Keep your car in one piece, keep your body in one piece, stay out of hospital. Tyres and tarmac, leave that space in front of you in queues. If they change, can I stop? When you're approaching a green light. And position for vision. This is something you can practice with your instructor, but certainly you can carry on practicing after your test. Just one final word. Improving your driving is a lifetime thing if you want to. You'll be amazed how much scope there is, no matter how good you are, how much scope there is for improvement in driving. And I've said this before on one or two videos, and I'll say it again, the better your driving is, the more you'll enjoy it. I love driving, and the good drivers that I know, they love driving too. You'll enjoy driving if you do it right, and the more care you take about getting it right, the more pleasure it will be. So that's it for now. Hope to see you next time. Bye.